Hello, buddy, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. We're on the YouTube channels as well throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you enough time to get those bets in for those primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we give you live free sports picks for those games starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or later, the majority of the action out there, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show for today. All right, we've got Jeff Jeter joining us. We got James Clark, Jovan Burts, Zawacky is back in the mix. Chris Ruffolo serve as co-host. Goran will join us here, as will Brian Bitler. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Joe D'Amico. Let's take a look at how they will line up tonight. Clark, D'Amico, Zawacky, Burts, Bitler, Ruffolo, Jeter, Kucar. Then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, ready to close out another week?
Oh, man, they just keep flying by, don't they? But no, I'm ready. We got some fantastic action tonight. I'm ready to get it going.
And we're getting closer and closer to football, guys, so that's it. That's coming up. But let's get started. We're going to give you a break, Chris. I know you worked hard. You're doing your hockey videos. You're doing your Euro videos. So we're giving them a break right now. Let's go over to Skype and welcome James Clark. James, how's it going?
Pretty good, Tony. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great here on a Friday. All right, here we go. Bucks to host the Hawks. The total line here, I should say, 8.5. It's creeped up a little bit from 8. Total 225.
Well, guys, as you know, as I look at this game, I was on the under on the last game, and it went over. Well, guys, I'm on the over on this game. I still look for this game to be pretty competitive. I look for the Bucks to come out on fire, prove a point where they got beat. I look for them to, to get real hot, and then then miss the shots, and then, the Hawks take over. If you look at, I know this is going back to the last 5 years in the Eastern Conference, Game 2. The last 5 Game 2s has went over. When it's been under 230 or more, it's went over the last 5 years. I know it's hard to go by trends like that when you got different teams all the time in the Eastern Conference in the finals. But guys, I just look for more baskets to fall for these two teams, and look to get over this mark right here, 225.
All right, James Clark says go over the total here of 225. You see the threes falling tonight, huh?
Yeah, I got a feeling, Tony, that there's going to be more shots fired than they did last time. I know if the game wouldn't have been close at the end of the game last game, it wouldn't have went over. But, when it comes to close to games and scoring 8 to 10 points in the last 10 minutes because of fouls, that helps you out. And if this game's close, them fouls, with that time stopped and making them foul shots, it hurts and under, so I like it over tonight.
All right, James says take over Bucks and Hawks. This one we're on TNT. That start time here will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz. From good big card here for Major League Baseball. We got that NBA going on as well. Hockey game. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
I got a 5-pack going on, Tony. I got the NBA play and 4 of MLB plays. Hit a little bump in the road yesterday on the MLB and the NBA. Guys, when I'm on here, when I'm winning, I'm going to say I'm winning. When I'm losing, I'm going to come and tell you, and I'll be honest and tell you I'm losing. Last night was a bad night for us. It's one of the bad nights that we had in the last week or so. So we'll look to rebound tonight, and after we go 5-0, upgrade to the 3-7 or 30 days, guys. Or team me up with any of these other cappers that's been killing in the NBA or MLB. Shane's been killing it in the NBA. Any of these other guys have been killing MLB. Just team me up with them guys, and we'll put money in your pockets.
That's right, guys. Team up James Clark over there with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Let's take a look here at James' numbers here. 2267 units of profit in the NBA. That is all documented. That's number 2 right now over at Pick Dawgz Premium. So if you go over to his profile page, check out the numbers. They all add up as it's transparent over there at Pick Dawgz Premium with all the handicappers' records. And of course, we also has, if you go over to his profile page, you'll see James NBA Cash Machine Playoff Pass. The rest of the NBA playoff picks for $195. So that's pretty good value you get from James Clark over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Get his NBA Cash Machine Playoff Pass every play now to the final game of the finals for $195. All right, James, as always, thanks for joining us. Have yourself a great weekend. Keep that success in the NBA and beyond, and we'll talk with you next week.
All right, Tony, I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy, and see y'all next week.
See y'all next week here. James Clark here on the drive-thru. All right, let's go ahead and we'll back in to Chris Ruffolo as we continue on here on the drive-thru. And let's go over to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's got to be triple digits. We're at the end of June here. Let's welcome Joe D'Amico to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He does fine work over there as far as well as the show. He delivers winners here on our drive-thru show. Joe, how's it going?
I am wonderful, Tony. It is triple digits here in Vegas, but that's what it's going to be until September. At the end of September, I love that hot weather. I love the NBA playoffs. For my people out there, I don't do a lot of hockey. For my fellow handicappers here in Pick Dawgz, NHL is, we're really coming down to the last few teams. We're heading into the midway point for the MLB season, and we've got to see all the rotations. We've got to see new acquisitions. We got some underachievers, and we've got some teams that surprisingly are doing better than some preseason top divisional favorites. So it's a very exciting time of the year, and I don't know if our viewers really realize that, because as the sun is shining all over this country, we're getting a heat wave. We don't realize. A lot of people don't realize. We're right around the corner from football. The gridiron is upon us. It's very, very soon. You see teams start going to mini camps and whatnot, and things happening like that. So it's never too early, Tony, Chris, and all of our viewers out there, to take advantage of some of our early bird discounted football, college, and pro, maybe a combo package. Those are a little cheaper now than you're going to get as we get closer to the season. When you buy in bulk and you buy early, it's like going to Sam's Club or Costco, man. It's like saving your money, and saving your money is just as good as making your money. So take a look at some of the handicappers. Quite a few of the handicappers on here had some great seasons last year. I know Brian Bitler kicked some serious butt. I believe it was college football this year. He was just off the charts. I know a lot of the guys here on the panel did really well in both NFL and college football. It's never too early to save money, because you save a little money now, it's more money you got in your pocket for the football season that you could spend, you could put in your bankroll. And, the size of your bankroll, very important going into a new season.
That's right, guys. The football is upon us here. Exhibition preseason football not too far away. So, I know there's 3 preseason games, but you can bet on them. So we'll get started here with the Joe's play for today. We're going to Major League Baseball. The Reds to host the Braves. Reds $1.05, total 10.5.
Well, sports fans, Cincinnati is right in the National League Central mix. Meanwhile, Atlanta has joined the other 4 teams in the NL East, all looking at the New York Mets' ass. Excuse my language, but they're all in the Mets' rear view, and the New Yorkers starting to separate themselves. And certainly, I thought Atlanta would make a little bit of a better showing than they are right now. Very few teams in all of the National League can contend with the Reds lineup, and the Braves guys, they certainly aren't one of them. While they do have some good hitters, 2 guys cannot make up for 7 guys that are not hitting consistently. It's just not going to happen. Cincinnati's offense, 4th in the majors in scoring, 7th in team batting average, 5th in OPS, 10th in home runs. Now, Atlanta does sport, as I mentioned, some respectable numbers. But they just can't seem to get their act together as a whole, guys. They're not – I'll tell you what, there is a word that you're not going to find in the Atlanta Braves dictionary, and that word is consistency. One word you will find, and it's in bold, erratic. Cincinnati took game 1 of this series yesterday, 5-3. Today, Drew Smyly, Vladimir Gutierrez, I love his name. They're slated to take the hill today. Smyly 4-3 with a 5.11. This season, 5-10, the team is in his 15 appearances. Gutierrez has made 5 starts on the campaign. His first 4, just amazing. Even though he was 3-1, even the one that lost, he pitched very, very well. In 23 innings pitched, allowing just 7 earned runs and striking out 19 batters in those first 4 appearances. He comes off a very poor performance, his first of the season. But I think he's got the grit and the gumption to bounce back very well, especially against the erratic Atlanta lineup. Atlanta 3-7 the last 10 on the road, 3-7 the last 10 versus right-handers. 1-5 the last 6 as an underdog. Cincy 4-0 the last 4 at home, 4-1 the last 5 versus lefties. 5-1 the last 6 as a favorite. I like the Reds tonight. It's a very short price. They are showing me a little bit more all around. I know their pitching hasn't been great, but when you're scoring over 5 runs per game, guys, it really doesn't matter how much your pitching is given up. I do like them in this situation. It's a short price. Take the Reds. You'll take your bookmaker's money.
All right, Joe Middle here on the Reds, minus 105 against the Braves. You know, Chris, the Braves having trouble scoring runs, held to 3 runs or fewer. It looks like in their past 7 games.
Yeah, it's just been tough sledding. You know, like Joe said, when Ronald Acuna Jr. and one other batter is doing most of your production, you're not going to win many games. And the alarming thing for me about Gutierrez was that he gave up 5 runs in 5 innings at pitcher-friendly Petco Park. But let's also not forget it's the Padres that play at Petco Park, and the Padres have been playing really well this season. They really picked it up offensively lately, and like Joe said, Atlanta's just not hitting right now. Vladimir Gutierrez, one of my favorite young pitchers in the game. I think he gets back on track. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes, but I think he does get back on track tonight and gets the Reds a win. All
right, looking here with the Reds. We're going to be here Reds minus 105 against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch, 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings Channel. All right, Joe, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. We're doing well this year in Major League Baseball. 377 units of profit. That is all documented. Big board here from Major League Baseball. I think we counted about 13 to 14 games. There is a rainout out there with that Houston game. But we got that NBA. We got the hockey game. What do you have going on over at the site?
Tony, I have isolated 2 winners tonight, 1 in each sport. I've got my 21-10 MLB home run play and my legendary, my coveted, my historic NBA Crash the Boards winner. 2 plays tonight. Follow me tonight. You'll go into the weekend with a bankroll.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You see the numbers here, 377 units of profit. You got those 2 plays on the board right now, but he's doing great in baseball. You can get his MLB season discount right now from Major League Baseball from Joe D'Amico. He's got his passes there, $500 there with his MLB season discount right now from Major League Baseball. Or if you want to get on board with his 3, 7, and 30-hour sports pass, it'll be every play that Joe releases over at Pick Dawgz Premium for that time period you select when you go over to the site and make that purchase. All right, Joe, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk again next week.
Tony, Chris, always a pleasure finishing up the week with some of my favorite people in the world on my favorite site in the world, Pick Dawgz. Thank you for having me. Everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
And to you too as well. Joe D'Amico here on the drive. So let's continue on here. Joined by Chris Ruffolo. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with the morning show. We got Rod Zawacky, we got Mitch, Brian Bitler, and of course, Ron Romanelli joins on the weekends, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. And don't forget about those YouTube member premium shows. Those are great value. If you haven't checked them out, I invite you to do this. Go down below the link here, below the comment section where the link is. Click that link and sign up to that YouTube membership premium. Very good value right there. And of course, the drive-thru, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, guys, we are looking for those likes, those thumbs up. Keep those thumbs up coming, Chris, because it helps us build our audience.
Absolutely, Tony, it does, because we say it all the time. You guys that watch our content are the ones we obviously do this for. You guys let us know with those likes and those subscriptions if you like or you don't like what we're doing, and we go off of that. And we're still sitting around 49,000 subscriptions. Again, we couldn't do this without all of you guys and all the love and support. So, like Tony said, keep those thumbs up and those subscriptions coming in, because we do appreciate every single one of them.
We absolutely do. All right, let's continue on here on the drive. Let's welcome back to the drive-thru Rod Zawacky. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium, part of that morning crew. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much. Having a nice day here. It's going to be a hot week here like Vegas. There's a good chance we're going to hit triple digits here by next week. Heat wave, here it comes.
Here comes the
That's
heat
why
wave.
I got the Hawaiian shirt to kick it off.
Absolutely, the Hawaiian shirt. We also see that tank top pretty soon here from Rod Zawacky. So we've got here we go with the game at 7 Eastern Time. The Marlins host the Nationals. Marlins laying $1.42, total 7.5.
Yeah, you look at this Marlins team. They're definitely slumping. They're 2-8 their last 10 games. 0-4 their last 4. 0-4 their last 4 home games. And the Nats are going the other way. They're on fire. They won their last 5 straight. They've won 10 of the last 11 games. And you look, Lester's getting a start tonight, and he's actually been pitching pretty well. He's won his last 2 starts, and his last 5 games, he's allowed 2 runs or less. And you look at this national team, speaking of assets, they're the ones, they're chasing their Mets in that division, in the National League division there. They're hot on the Mets as ass, only 3.5 games back. And the Nats are actually, bats are waking up, and they're hitting and scoring. Marlins aren't scoring runs at all. We're going to take the Washington Nationals, who are 44-16 the last 60 versus the Marlins. They've owned them. Take the Nationals. Nice plus money in this game.
All right, Rod Zawacky says go ahead and take the Nationals at plus money. I think that's the way to go. Chris, what do you say?
I can't disagree. I mean, I'm not a John Lester fan, but he's still given up 2 runs or less in his last 5 starts. And, the thing with Pablo Lopez for the Marlins here, he's 3-4 with the ERA under 3. That's still telling him he's not getting much run support. And like Rod said, with the Marlins not hitting right now, the run support probably isn't coming tonight either. And we got the Nationals won 9 of the last 10. Plus money, I'll take it all day. Give me the Nationals.
Agreement here on the Nationals plus 132 against the Marlins. First pitch here is 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. We're a good baseball card up there. We got the hockey and as well as the NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Well, I did have a 5-fold Friday going on, but we got one game that got rained out, so I still have 4 plays over there. If you want all 4, you have to jump on my 3-day pass for the weekend. I reconstituted into the 3-fold, put my 3 best bets available in one package for you, 2 MLB and the winner in tonight's NBA game. We had our last NBA game, nice winner, game of the month. So jump aboard. We got the winner for you tonight there as well. Grab those 3 plays, and you'll be happy to kickstart your weekend as we crush the book.
Kickstart your weekend here with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Get on board with his pass for tonight or get that 3-day all sports pass, the weekend package here right now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from Rod Zawacky. Every play he releases for those 3 days right now for that low price when you go over to the profile page and you make that purchase. All right, Rod, of course, you're part of that YouTube membership program, member of VIP right now going on over at Pick Dawgz. If they follow the link, it's a great value.
Yeah, you bet. Just follow the link below. We've been on fire. Mitch hitting some of his extended run lines. We've all been on a nice winning streak, and you can't beat the value on what you get. You get 2 picks in 3 picks in the morning for me, Mitch, and Brian, and then we throw in that consensus one. Then you get another 3 picks in the consensus in the afternoon, and then the VIP. Jump aboard the VIP where you get the VIP live show. The value there is just phenomenal. You can't beat that anywhere in the world right now. So jump aboard. Pick Dawgz VIP Premium.
Pick Dawgz VIP Premium, guys. Follow the link below here on the description here, and it's great value here with the YouTube membership VIP program. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk with you next week.
You bet. You guys have yourself a wonderful weekend. Let's get ourselves another winner here on the driveway, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
All right, Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. We'll continue our coverage. Don't forget, you can catch him on the morning show, 10:30 a.m. each time, every single day here on Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Joined here by Chris Ruffolo. Let's bring in Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He'll have a pick from tonight's Yankees and Red Sox game. These 2 rivals will take the field tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in Jovan Burts. Let's see where he is right now. Jovan, what's going on?
What's going on, fellas? How about y'all? I'm doing all right.
All right, great to hear. Great to hear. All right, 7 Eastern time, MLB Network. This is your TV game. Red Sox to host the Yankees here. We've got the Yankees about $1.17, total 10.5.
Yeah, so I'm on the over in this one. Now, this pitcher matchup, it's a doozy for these 2 clubs. You got Domingo Germán and Martin Perez. Now, in the last 3 games, both of these pitchers have been complete dumpster fires, been throwing beach balls at the competition, and the competition's been taking advantage. And I expect the same thing tonight. Now, for Martin Perez, looks like he's regressing towards his Texas Rangers self. With in the last 8.1 innings, he has given up 11 runs. That's a 12.76 ERA, and his last start, I believe, was pretty decent, but before that, his other 2 starts, yeah, he got lit up. And as for Domingo Germán, his last 2 starts, he's given up about, I believe, 11 or 12 earned runs in about 12 innings worth of work. But for the last 3, he has a 7.76 ERA. Now, the Yankees' bats have been coming alive in the past couple games. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They've been cranking it up. And the Red Sox, they've been raking all year. And one more thing, the bullpen for the Yankees, they've been giving it up. It's not like the old Yankees where, you put in their bullpen, their relievers, and they'll shut guys down from the sixth inning on. It hasn't been working out like that. Case in point, the KC Royals, they did damage late in ball games against the Yankees, including against Aroldis Chapman. So I think this lines up to be a smash for the over. I expect both these teams to hit at least 5 runs. So if it's tied up 5-5, it's going over.
All right, Jovan Burts here with the over 10.5 Yankees and Boston. All right, Chris, looking here at Martin Perez has really been struggling at home this year. ERA approaching 7 at home.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that maybe we started to see him turn the corner a little bit. You only need one good start to maybe start a new streak and a new run. And I think we saw that against KC. Domingo Germán gave up 1 run in 5.2 innings against Boston early in the month, but the Yankees still lost that game. I think, Germán, until we see him turn around now, I think you got to keep rolling that he's going to struggle. I like Boston as the home underdog in this one.
All right, Chris looks at the home underdog Boston. Jovan here on the Yankees, Red Sox over 10.5. They've gone over 9 of 13 their last 14 meetings in Boston. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Tonight we got a big card for Major League Baseball, that NBA game as well as hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Yeah, it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's time to take flight with my Take Flight Friday. Now, I had a 5-pack, but one of those games went off the board, so I had to repurpose some things and put in the 3-pack. I actually have 4 more plays remaining, but one of those plays will be for my longer-term clients. You can also get my 3-day, my 7-day, or my 30-day. It's all there at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dawgz. Now, you can also match me with one of the other fellas, with the 2-for-1 cappers. That promo, it's a hell of a bang for your buck, and it's all there on Pick Dawgz.
That's right, guys. Got to here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He's got his passes up there, that 3, 7, and 38 pass. You'll get every play that Jovan releases over at Pick Dawgz Premium. For that time period you choose, when you go to the profile page and make that purchase, add a second capper with a 2-for-1 promo, even greater value. Why not add a Big Al McMorty, who's doing well? We got Shane Mickle, James Clark smoking in the NBA. Check out that 2-for-1 promo right now. All right, Jovan, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk again Monday.
Absolutely. Have a beautiful weekend. Win and see you on Monday.
Win and see you on Monday. All right, Jovan Burts here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on here. Join with Chris. Now it's time to welcome Brian Bitler to the show. He's part of that morning crew every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch, Zawacky, and of course on the weekends, Ron Romanelli joins the crew. So let's go ahead and welcome Brian Bitler to the show right now. Brian, what's going on?
Oh, it's always a good Friday night when I get to spend it with my good buddy Chris Ruffolo and Tony T. Two awesome guys to spend your Friday night with for sure.
Absolutely. Great having you here on the show. Brian, we're going to look here at this one tonight here between the Blue Jays and the Orioles, 7 Eastern Time. Blue Jays laying 257, total 10.5.
Yeah, talk about two teams with no love lost for one another. That won't help Matt Harvey tonight, who's really just a shell of his former self. He's basically batting practice at this point in his career. He's 3-9 with a 7.80 ERA, and that's after getting off to a good beginning of the year for Matt Harvey. Alex Manoah on the other side has a ton of talent, but the Orioles should be pressing hard after getting basically shut out the night before. I could easily see the Orioles pushing across 4 to 5 runs. And the other team being Toronto Blue Jays being able to get 7 here, easy over 10.5 here. Make sure you lock it in.
All right, we got Brian looking here at over 10.5 here with the Orioles and Blue Jays. Of course, as you know, Chris, this Orioles pitching staff has just been pounded here of late.
Yeah, every time Matt Harvey pitches, I have to check the schedule to make sure it's not December because he is the Christmas gift that keeps on giving when you're betting on the other side. You look at his last 3 starts, it's 10.2 innings of work. He's given up 16 earned runs. It's not getting any better. And, Alek Manoah, while he's been pretty good in his rookie season for the Jays, he still gave up, I believe, 5 runs in his last start against Baltimore. So I can see this one going over the number as well, especially at Salem Field where, like we said, those video game numbers keep showing up. So give me the over here.
All right, agreement here on Orioles, Blue Jays over 10.5. First pitch, 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Inning Channel. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Good board here from Major League Baseball. I count about 13 games. Of course, there will be some game 2s. We got some doubleheaders going on right now. But you're doing well there. Past 7 days, 611 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dawgz. What do you have going on over at the site?
Tell you what, the last 2 weeks have been really good for me. I'm on 11-4, 73% NBA playoff run over my last 15 plays. If you like my NBA total of the year, you're going to like my NBA playoff pick of the year. I got that pick over at pickdawgz.com premium picks, just $30, gets you my biggest NBA playoff bet I've put out all season long. Also have a Major League Baseball and NHL. Make sure you check that out as well. Or jump on that 7-day, 30-day plan. Super low prices. But my NBA playoff game of the year, you're not going to want to miss. Go on and check it out.
All right, big play here from Brian Bitler over at Pick Dawgz. Get on board with that NBA big play. And, of course, take those winnings on Saturday and make the upgrade to the long-term pass. Of course, that's your best value there. That 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. You get every play that Brian releases over at Pick Dawgz. For that period of time you choose when you go over to his profile page and make that purchase. So get on board right now with Brian Bitler. All right, Brian, it's always great having you show. I know Rod mentioned it, that YouTube Premium VIP, really good value. The viewers who can follow that link below and get on board.
I'll tell you what, it's a huge bargain here. The $50 one and the VIP membership. You get the VIP membership, I make sure I give out one of my premium picks every single day. Over the long term, you're going to save big bucks. You get plays from me and Rod and Mitch, plus that VIP late move show. Definitely worth the price of admission. $100 gets you the entire month. Check out that link below.
Yeah, follow the link below for that YouTube Premium. All right, Brian, have yourself a great evening. We'll tune in tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time as Ron Romanelli will join the booth.
Oh, my junior sharp Ron Romanelli will be there. And I hear rumors that Chris Ruffolo is filling in for me on Monday. I'm going on vacation, and I'll be back next week. But, Chris will be filling in for me Monday. Make sure you tune in and check him out.
All right. Well, check out Chris as he does.
Best looking guy in handicap at far none.
There you go. All right, Brian.
Yeah, for the blind community.
All right, there you go. All right, Brian, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you on Monday. All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive. We're joined here by Chris Ruffolo as we continue on. And now it's time for Chris. It's your play tonight, as we're going to be looking at that hockey game. And let's go ahead and bring up the game information here. Lightning to host the Islanders, 8 Eastern Time. This is NBC Sports Network. We got the Lightning here laying $1.64, total of 5.
Yeah, I'm going to preface this by saying, the cliche is defensive battles in Game 7s. And as much as I don't like to be a cliche, that's the way I'm going in this one. I'm looking at the under. Outside of Game 5 where, Tampa had an 8-0 beatdown over the Islanders, the average combined goals per game so far in that series had been 4.4 goals per game. And, Tampa Bay basically shut down New York's offense, 11 goals through 6 games. But, in New York's wins, Tampa Bay's averaging just 1.67 goals per game. So that's telling me that whoever wants to win this game, you got to play defense, and that's going to, I think, be the story here tonight. The big thing for Tampa Bay is losing Nikita Kucherov for the foreseeable future, as he was leading the playoffs with 27 points. But you know what? I just don't see that being a big detriment to the Lightning, even if he's not 100% if he's playing in this game, because these were just two defensive clubs to begin with. Now you look at Andrei Vasilevsky. He's been one of the best goaltenders out there. He's a perennial Vezina Trophy winner. And, he was a key part of why New York came back in that Game 6. Let a soft backhand in that he probably should have stopped. And, it doesn't happen all the time. Unfortunately, we saw that happen with Marc-Andre Fleury. One bad miscue can cost you a game, and as we saw last night, it'll cost you the series. But, Vasilevsky still leads the playoffs in shutouts. Best save percentage tied with Carey Price at .933. And, we're just seeing that the goals are coming down in this series. And I think the Islanders, they've only scored on 6.7% of their shots. I think this is just a game that's going to be going under the number. Like I said, a defensive cliche for Game 7. But we're getting plus money with the under. That's the way I'm going to look in this one. All
right, Chris, looking here at the under 5 here. Islanders and Tampa Bay. You look at the Islanders here, less than 2 goals a game, past 5, and just barely over 2 in the road games this year.
Yeah, it just the magic is at Nassau Coliseum, I think, for this Islanders team. And, ironically enough, it's when you see the fans throw beer cans on the ice. And it's just, there's some sort of magic that the Islanders have there. But when they go out on the road, they're forced to play defensive styles of hockey because a lot of times I don't know if they can cope with, stronger home ice advantages like Tampa Bay, like other teams of that sort, like we've seen with Montreal as well, especially last night as well. But again, I think this is just going to be a defensive battle. You're going to not want to see, which team makes the first mistake, and at the end, that one mistake could decide the game, because it could be just 1 or 2 goals that decides this thing.
All right, Chris, on Islanders Tampa Bay Lightning under 5 goals for tonight's game, and of course it starts at 8 Eastern time. NBC Sports Network will televise it. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pig Dawgz Premium. What do you have going on over the site? Got a lot of baseball on the board. We got that big NBA game as well.
Absolutely. I had one of my baseball games get postponed. Unfortunately, the Houston Astros are going to have to wait another day to beat up on the Detroit Tigers, but that's fine, because you know what? We've still got 3 plays of mine on the board. Got my NBA Black card as well as my two MLB plays for the night. Got that as part of my free-for-all Friday 3-pack. Got that for $30 over at the website. Guys, we always mention it, but it's for a reason. Check out those long-term packages, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, even up to a year. It's going to save you from buying, daily packages. And once you get up to 30 days and yearly, it's going to make it a couple bucks or even pennies per pick. And with some of the best handicapping on the internet or anywhere in the world, you cannot go wrong with that kind of value. Still got my MLB season pass up there for a $325, as well as, I'm going to start putting up packages for the NFL, college football, maybe even a combo pass like Joe D'Amico mentioned earlier. That's, again, going to be some great value for you there as well. Or the 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with anyone you see on the show, anyone you like on the website, or even if you've never been with us before. Gives you a chance to really test drive 2 cappers out at once. See if you like one of us, both of us. Unfortunately, hopefully none of us. But you know what? The value is all there over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Go over there and check it. I can promise you guys you won't regret it.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pig Dawgz Premium. Check out his profile page. He's got a 3-pack going tonight, or if you'd like to get on his 3, 7, and 30 pass, you can do that. He also has some great values here. If you're looking for just an NBA playoff pass, he has that, as well as an MLB playoff pass, pass right now, which is selling at a really good price. So check him out over at Pig Dawgz Premium. By the way, you had a second capper on that 2-for-1 promo, and it's even greater value. All right, let's continue on here on the show with Chris Ruffolo as serving his co-host. Let's welcome to the show Jeff Jeter. We'll find him over at Pig Dawgz Premium, where he sends some fine work. Let's go ahead and tune him in right now. Jeff, what's going on?
Oh, man, we got baby 2 home there 1 week ago, and so he's doing fine. So is Mama, and we're just back in the groove here on the drive-thru, so ready to roll.
All right, congratulations to you and your wife, Jeff. And we'll look here at our game for tonight here at 9:45 Eastern time, with the Giants to host the Athletics, as we got these 2 Bay Area rivals meeting here. It is the Athletics favor on the road at $1.14, total 7.5.
Yeah, and Sean Manaea is going to draw the start here for Oakland tonight. 6-3 on the season with decisions, but his ERA is 3.01, WHIP 1.212. Currently has a 9.2 strikeout per 9 rate, which is the best of his career so far. And his career average is a 7.9 strikeout rate. But anyway, Friday will mark his 16th start of the year for Manaea, that is. And over the last 5 starts, he's only given up 4 earned runs through 32 2/3 innings of work. And to counter here for the Giants will be Johnny Cueto. And he's got an ERA of 4.05, WHIP 1.317. He's given up 10 earned runs over the last 3 starts through 15 2/3 innings of work. And the last start 1 week ago there against the Phillies, given up 2 home runs and 3 earned runs there, and only 5 strikeouts. And we know that Cueto's kind of on the down curve of his career. He's not as much of a strikeout pitcher as he once probably was, and all that good stuff. But anyway, looking back at it, when you kind of hone everything in here, Oakland's hit the last 7 games for Oakland, or the last 10 games for Oakland, they've hit the over, and all those totals have been set above 8. And likewise with the Giants, the overs hit in 6 of their last games. I think it's total at 7.5. I mean, we know how it is there at the park there in San Francisco. Rain layer comes in, but keep in mind the Giants are 18, 15, and 1 to the over there at home this season. And I just think tonight, both these pitchers, I think, Manaea is probably going to have a pretty decent night, but I think at 7.5 is just a little bit too low. And so let's go ahead and take the over there in San Francisco tonight.
All right, Jeff takes Athletics Giants over total of 7.5. Boy, this Giants lineup really hitting here. But looking over their past 7 days, over 300.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
I was going to say this. I'll throw it to Jeff after this. But I was going to say this. Even in a pitcher's ballpark, like Oracle, this Giants team absolutely doing well. Thankfully, Jeter's probably going to be up with the baby anyway, so you can stay up late to watch this one. But definitely, I think it's going to be a back and forth battle. And I honestly saw this one as 5-3, whichever way you slice it. I don't know. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I'm not expecting one of these 10-run or 12-run type deals, but you kind of go back and look at it. These two teams don't like each other, and they kind of beat the crap out of each other, to be honest. Like over the last few matchups, and so it's like, tonight I just think I don't know. I mean, I'm not big on the weather and too much, but I did see the wind was blowing out tonight too, for what it's worth. But I just think. I don't know. Like I said, Cueto on the down, kind of hitting down on his career, and these bats have been hot on both sides, and so these teams have been going over here recently, and so I just think we're going to see some runs. Whether they'll live in the park or not, is that's the question, debatable, I guess. But I think tonight we're going to see some fine offense.
All right, looking at the offense here, Oakland and San Francisco over a total of 7.5 runs. The forecast 12 miles per hour wind blowing out. If you can see that right now, so you've got you could have the potential here for the balls going out of the ballpark tonight over the total of 7.5. And this one with a start time 9:45 Eastern time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Jeff, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. We're doing fine work in the NBA this year. What do you have going on over the site?
Yeah, and back here on Friday, it's my Fast Friday 3-pack. I've got the pick there in the NBA playoff game between the Hawks and the Bucks tonight, plus 2 more picks from Major League Baseball. Don't forget to make that Monday tonight. Jump on the 3-day pass. Pair me up with any of the guys on the website, like we've been mentioning here on the show. Join me with one of those guys on the show. Whatever it takes. Just make sure to hop in on this stuff and maybe make that money. Grab a longer term pass, and everything's available there on the website. And be sure to join up and let's crush it tonight.
That's crushing tonight here with Jeff Jeter over at Pick Dawgz. Been doing fine work in the NBA this season. He's got that Fast Friday multi-sport 3-pack. A great way to start the weekend off with that Fast Friday 3-pack. He's got part of that 3-pack will be that Game 2, a winner between the Hawks and Bucks. So get on board right now with that play from those 3 plays here from Jeff Jeter over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Then take those winnings and make the upgraded long-term pass. That 3, 7, and 30L sports pass will get you every play that Jeff releases over at Pick Dawgz Premium. For that time period you select, we go to the profile page and you make that purchase. All right, Jeff, as always, great having you show. Congrats with that newborn. But we'll talk to you in a little bit here for the recap.
Yeah, we'll catch up with the guys for just a few minutes.
All right, Jeff Jeter here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with the drive-thru. Joined by Chris Ruffolo. Let's welcome Goran to the show. We got some Euro to talk about, some soccer. Goran, what's going on?
Hey guys, yeah, we are finally getting the soccer back after a couple of days break, and we'll be talking about the Italy and Austria game. It's being played tomorrow at 3 p.m. So this is the game that I've been actually talking about with Chris in our videos just an hour ago or so, and Italy is absolutely on fire on this tournament, and not just in this tournament, even sooner than that. They haven't conceded a goal in their last 10 games, and it's not only their defense that's been playing great, their offense has been awesome. They're scoring a lot of goals. They're averaging just over 2 goals in this tournament, and they're looking great, I gotta be honest, and I think they have quickly become one of the favorites to win this tournament. Austria, on the other hand, they ended up second in their group, just behind the Netherlands, and they're not a bad team, but they are struggling with scoring goals. They are creating some chances, but they're not just finishing them up, and that's going to be a problem against this Italian defense. I think Austria is going to need to create at least 4 or 5 good chances to score 1 goal, and I'm not sure they are capable of doing that. I'm going to take Italy -1.5 in this one, just because there's a ton of value with a team that's beaten everybody without a conceded goal, and I think this game could easily be 2-0, 3-0 for Italy, because if they score first, and I think they will, you could see Austria opening up and and trying to get that one back, but I don't think they'll succeed in this one.
All right, Goran here with Italy, -1.5, plus 135 against Austria. Here we're in the knockout rounds for tomorrow. Chris, what say you?
Well, I'm going to give everybody a little bit of a preview of the video that we just did, but basically I'm going to take Italy to win to 0 at plus 120. You know, like Goran said, this Italian defense has been outstanding. They haven't conceded a goal in 10 games. And this is, you're going to hear us say, this is the best the Italian teams looked since the 90s. Even when they won the World Cup in 2006, they weren't this good defensively. You look at Austria, though, yes, you know, they beat Ukraine, but in reality, they have 6 points. But that game against the Ukraine, Tony, if you look back at that line, the draw was at even money. So everybody thought that these were just going to be two teams that were going to kick the ball around and, you know, not really do much. But Gordon even said in that video, if one team scored, all hell was going to break loose. Austria scored, and they basically just played keep away from our net for, 90 minutes, keeping the ball away, keeping the ball at the other end, because then they can't score. So it shows me you can kick the ball away and you can play defense, but when Italy is this balanced, and it's fantastic balance across the board, I think Austria's going to have a very hard time scoring. So I'm looking at Italy 2-0, 1-0, but I think they're going to win this one considerably with a strong defensive performance.
All right, Chris, looking for Italy to shut out Austria, and Goran here with Italy lay the -1.5 goals plus 135 against Austria in the Euro, winning knockout rounds for Saturday. All right, Goran, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Pim tonight. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Pim? Big weekend of soccer.
Yeah, as usual, we have 3-day, 7-day packs, and I have created one pack that's going to get you covered throughout this weekend. So it's a 4-day pack for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's going to take you all the way through this round of 16. And, of course, there's a pack that will cover you through the entire Euro Cup, entire Copa America, and all the other soccer picks I have up there. So buy those long-term packs. It's going to make you a lot of money. And if you don't want to buy a long-term pack, of course, there will be a daily packs every day. And starting tomorrow, there's going to be a 5, possibly even 7 pack, depending on what I'll find in the MLS in the evening.
All right, guys, get on board with Goran Kucar over at Pick Dawgz Pim. We saw him here past 7 days, nearly 500 units of profit, plus 487 units of profit to be exact. He'll have his passes up there for you. Big weekend of soccer here as we get into Euro and Copa America knockout rounds. For your MLS fans, we'll have some MLS plays as well up there. Look for that pack for Saturday's action in this weekend. All right, Goran, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll talk again next week.
My pleasure. I'll see you next week.
All right, Goran Kucar here on the drive to. All right, let's continue on. Of course, Chris, we're talking about the videos that you have brewing right now with your crew, with the hockey as well as the Euro.
Even with the hockey winding down, Tony, like you said, we still got videos coming out for every game. And same thing with the Euro tournament. We've been hitting those in an extremely high clip. And, it's made people just a lot of money just for sitting there watching Goran and I shoot the breeze about soccer for a couple minutes at a time. And we have a couple of laughs with those, but it's been fun making them, but also been fun making money with doing them as well.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. So check out the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel and subscribe and check out for Goran and Chris's videos on the Euros, as well as Chris and his crew with NHL. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time for my pick, but I just want to remind you guys, after my pick, we're going to do a full recap. We'll give you every pick on the show. So if you miss any of the picks, we'll do a recap. And, of course, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. We greatly appreciate it. All right, my game tonight, Rangers to host the Royals. Rangers $1.16, total of 8 Eastern time. And I'm going to go here with the home team, Rangers -116. Dane Dunning will get the start. Well, if you look at his numbers, they've been pretty good at home. ERA of 2.50 and 36 innings of work. Mike Minor will go for the Royals, and the veterans giving up, in 4 starts? His past 4 starts, 12 earned runs in just over 26 innings. But you look at the Rangers here over their past 10 games, they're doing a pretty good job of hitting left-handed pitching. And the Royals bullpen here in that period of time, looking at that past 10-game span there, a bullpen ERA of 6, but more importantly, a whip of 1.53. I'm looking Texas here at -116, Chris.
Yeah, you know what, Tony? I'm going to look at the under in this one. Just 2 struggling clubs right now, and while Mike Minor and Dane Dunning haven't had a ton of success this year. Minor in the ERA department and Dunning in the wins-losses column. And I think this is just 2 struggling offenses and 2 decent pitchers. And I think Dane Dunning, once he gets a bit of run support, he's going to be one of the better pitchers in the league. But for right now, I'm looking at the under in this one.
All right, Chris looking under. I'm looking at Texas minus 116 against the Royals. And that start time here is 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra Inning Channel. Guys, check out Pig Dawgz Premium. I got a 3-pack. I got an NBA, a winner with 2 baseballs. So I've got those plays posted for you right now over at Pig Dawgz Premium. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Match me up with a capper like Chris. We got James Clark doing well. Big Al McMorty and Zawacky, Brian Bitler. 2-for-1 capper promotion, your best value over Pig Dawgz Premium. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-thru. Now it's time for the show recap. We got Jeff Jeter here to join us as he does on Friday on the recap. We start off with James. He said Bucks Hawks over 225. Joe D'Amico Reds minus 105 against the Braves. Rod Zawacky Nationals plus 132 against the Marlins. Jovan Yankees Red Sox over 10.5. Brian was on Orioles Blue Jays over 10.5. Chris says take Islanders Lightning under 5. Jeff was on Athletics Giants over 7.5. Goran Italy minus 1.5 goals plus 135 against Austria for Saturday. And yours truly was Rangers minus 116 against Royals. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, I told you guys we've been making a ton of money with those soccer videos, and it's not going to change on the drive-thru. I'm going to stick with Goran and Italy minus 1.5 or plus money against Austria.
All right, he's going Goran here. Italy minus 1.5 goals here against Austria. Let's go with Jeff. Jeff, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Tell you what, we may just have to make a panel consensus here right quick. Let's go with Rod's pick and take the Nationals bet plus money over the Marlins tonight.
I'm going to agree with Jeff here. I like Rod's pick here. Nationals plus 132 against the Marlins. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in on Monday as we do it all over again at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And, of course, it all gets started here with the morning show at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time every day. We got Rod Zawacky, you got Brian Bitler, and you got Mitch. And on weekends, Ron Romanelli will join. And don't forget those YouTube Premium membership. Check the link below and sign up. Let's bring in the crew for tonight's show. Wave a nice goodbye. Have you guys a great night, and we'll talk to you guys